What's up, family? It's your girl, Dr. Cubion of Cubion International Ministries and drcubion.com. Just wanted to share a little something with you that might have you thinking your girl is an atheist or something. You know that story in Luke 15 about the prodigal son? I never liked it. I just never got it. So for those of you who don't know, let me just give you a brief background on it real quick. So there's a man he's super rich. I mean, he's wealthy, baby. They rolling in dough. What's up, Lisa girl? He has two sons, and one of his sons runs off. He is squandering his inheritance. What's up, D? He squanders his inheritance. He's out partying. He's living in a life of sin. He's doing everything his parents didn't teach him to do. Then the other brother is good. He's probably a type A personality. He is working. What's up, Vonda? He never leaves his father's side. He's obedient. He does everything that his father does. Well, the son that runs off, the trifling one, he trifling, okay? The trifling son decides like he's ran out of all his money, and one day it hits him. He's like, I should just go back to my dad's house. I could at least live like a servant. My people's servants are living better than I'm living like now. If I could just eat the crumbs from what the servants got, like I'll be good. And so he goes back home. Well, his father sees him from afar off, and the son is like getting ready to, with this long story about God. I don't deserve to be treated right. I've not listened to you. I've not listened to God. And his father shuts him off. He throws a robe on him. I think that's what happened. He throws a party for him. He kills a fatted cow, and they stop working and they throw this party. And so the other brother asks one of his servants to see what all the commotion is about. And they come back and tell him, your brother came back home and your dad is throwing him a party. And he's heated. I've been here working all this time. You have never done that for me so that I could have a party with my friends. And so I've heard people preach this message a gazillion times. I've grown up in church. I've never liked what anybody had to say about it. I never got it. I did not understand. I'm telling you, you might think like, is she an atheist? She don't like it. No, I never liked what anybody had to say about this story in the Bible because I didn't understand it. And I'm just now realizing this. The reason that brother was so mad and he wasn't happy to see his brother come back home, and he didn't understand why his father would go out of his way to throw him a party, kill the fatted cow, and forget everything that he did. His brother was trifling, okay? The reason his brother didn't get it, the reason I didn't get it, is because our love is way too shallow. Think about it. That's why I never liked that story. My love has been way too shallow, extremely shallow. You have to love deeply to be able to treat somebody right that has done you extremely wrong, and somebody that has sinned and they've hurt you over and over and over again. And that's why I wasn't happy. And then my logical religious self says, you treat the person better that's been doing right all this time. But God always wants us to go back for the one. What's up, Sukana? He always wants to go back for the one. And like that brother that always stayed at the house, everything that his father had belonged to him. If he wanted to have a party, he could have had one. But he was so focused on himself and so selfish that when his brother, who was lost, came back home, he couldn't celebrate him because all he could do was think about himself. I feel like I just got pimp slapped when that hit me, when I finally got it. At the Help for the Help Me conference this past weekend, my spiritual mother, Mama Yvette, preached about going back for that one. And it finally all came together for me. When I tell you I have never in my life liked anything that anybody had to say about that story, I never got it. I was just like, I feel the brother. I be mad too. But it's because our love isn't deep enough. In your relationships, is your love deep enough to cover every sin that person has committed toward you? And if you haven't been wronged very bad, this might be really simple for you. But if you've been raped, molested, if you've been betrayed, if you've been lied on a whole lot, man, if you have been cheated on in a marriage over and over again, if your spouse has left you, if your children have dogged you out, if people have taken your money to, maybe, I don't know, what has somebody done you wrong? Could you be happy for them coming back? I tell you right now, I got some work to do. I'm at least glad that I'm in a place that I recognize that my love just hasn't been deep enough. And God is using all of this stuff here to get me ready for marriage. Because guess what? In that marriage, when I get married, we're going to hurt each other. Not necessarily intentionally, but maybe sometimes. And my love has not been deep enough to forgive and welcome them back. Not me. My love has not been deep enough. My love has been so shallow, I don't even want to call you if you hadn't called me back the last time. It takes growth, Laquita, and I haven't been there, and I'm stubborn. And so God has been working on me and working on me and working on me, and I'm finally in a place that I know I'm going to be able to do these things in a marriage. It's not going to be easy, because baby, you are looking, I know some of y'all think like, oh, she's so deep and spiritual. I am so stubborn. So stubborn. But I can't be like that in a marriage. And you gotta love. And when you are loving people with agape love, the type of love that sent Jesus to the cross, you are not tallying things up. You're not keeping score. And you are not doing what's right just because they deserve it. Because everything about what Jesus did for us, it had nothing to do about what we deserved. We didn't deserve him going on that cross. And so we have to be ready to make our lives a living sacrifice, literally. So I'm telling you, I've never liked that story about the prodigal son, but I finally understand it now. It's about love. Yes, man, remembering who you represent helps conquer this. It does. And it's not easy. And you people that are extremely trifling. Ooh, baby, there are some people that are hard to love. Do you hear me? Have you ever tried to love the unlovely? Oh my gosh, they're going to try you. But the Christ in you should propel you to do what is good and pleasing to God. And so I hope that this has helped somebody else like me that's been like, you know what, girl, I never liked that story about the prodigal son either. It always bothered me too. Well, here's why it bothers us. Our love hasn't been deep enough. So that's all I have for you guys. If you're interested in learning more about everything that I've learned about preparing for marriage, go onto my website and get my new book, drqbeyond.com, and purchase it on there. I love you all. Thanks for joining me. Have a great afternoon. Bye.